Hello everyone, it's me again. I had technical difficulties with the first one, so I'm going to go ahead and try this again. This video is to help my brides and grooms select music for their wedding day. One of the biggest issues, or one of the biggest things that brides and grooms kind of have a misunderstanding about, is the music selection for their wedding day, and pretty much the music selection they did have for each and every event that takes place during the wedding day. So what I decided to do was put together a nice little video that's going to highlight exactly what needs like what kind of music and what music, like what events you need music for. So we're going to get started. The first thing we want to start with is we want to start off with the actual wedding ceremony. And with the wedding ceremony, we first have our preload music. Our preload music, or preload songs, however you want to call it, is music to entertain your guests. Normally what happens is 30 to 45 minutes prior to the wedding starting, the DJ or the person that's providing the music support is going to start playing music. At this point, brides, grooms, you need to go ahead and either do one or two things. Either select about 5 to 7 songs just for the preload music, or have the DJ, who is pretty much providing the music or music support, to play music. The music type that you want to play during this time frame is something soft, easy listening, but also wedding based at the same time. So music like from Kenny G, or some of the popular music that's violinists or pianists, anything like that to play, or I should say smooth jazz, anything, or wedding jazz, anything that's pretty much nice and easy listening for your guests to listen to as they're waiting for the wedding ceremony to start. So again, anywhere between 5 to 7 songs for that. Next, coming up is you have your bridal family entrance. Now, the bridal family entrance, in most cases, it could be the mothers, it can be a little bit of anything, but its primary focus is on the mothers or grandparents. So you pretty much want to play something that's nice, easy, smooth. Now, during the bridal family entrance, in most cases, at the end is when the bride, I should say, excuse me, the groom and the minister comes in, and sometimes it's with the best man, sometimes it's without. It all depends on how the wedding day is being conducted. So you really want that song to be anywhere between 5 to 6 minutes. And again, this is a wedding, so you want it to be wedding based. Most of the music that brides and grooms select are music that represents their during the time they were dating as a couple, that type of love music, that quiet storm, whatever music they want to play. It's going to be something that's easy listening and kind of like how it's like the theme for their wedding ceremony. The next song you got to focus on is for the bridal party. Now, the bridal party song is pretty much going to be probably the longest song during the wedding ceremony, and it's based on how many people are actually coming in. So this song can be anywhere between, I don't know, 5 to 6 minutes. Depends on how big your bridal party. If you got like an 8-person bridal party, you got 8 groomsmen, 8 bridesmaids, flower girl, ring bearer. You want something long enough to where you don't have to loop the song. Now, it can be looped, but you want something that you don't have to loop it if you don't have. So anything that you want to play that's nice, easy, smooth to walk into, that's what you want to play. The bride entrance song is pretty much the song that represents the bride and the love that they have between themselves. Now, this song could be a popular love song that both bride and groom love, or a song that highlights the bride. So you want something that's nice, easy flowing, so it represents the bride as she comes in. Additional songs or music, this is music that you want to play either during the sand ceremony or unity candle. If you have a unity candle or sand ceremony, sometimes you want soft, easily listening music playing behind it, or if the minister is going to narrate it, then that's even better. So, but you want something playing on to where it kind of represents the movement of what's taking place during that event. The recessional, now this is pretty much the beginning of the transition into the reception. The recessional is the song that you're going to exit to. This has got to be an upbeat song to say, hey, we are married now. I'm his wife and he's my husband. Bam, it's time to celebrate. So you want the song to be upbeat. So this is your recessional song, upbeat, so everybody can step it out and have a good time. Do a little show, step out as they're leaving the ceremony. So that's pretty much the music for the ceremony. Now, I don't have anything for a social hour because social hour is pretty much, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's more so easy listening music that's not too loud to where it allows your guests to be able to have a conversation and talk. Next coming up is the reception. Now, the reception is where the party begins. This is the celebrating now of the two of you coming husband and wife. And you want this music to be a great representation of who you are in party mode. Now, the music that you choose to highlight the key events taking place for your wedding day, it should be something popular that everyone can relate to. This allows people to get more involved with your wedding reception. If you choose music that people do not know or recognize, they're disconnected to what you're trying to do. So it's always good to go with something that's popular, well known, and easy to dance to. So first song coming in is the Bridal Party. Now the Bridal Party can be the bridal party and family. If the parents want to come in, the grandparents want to come in, and then you have the bridal party. Now keep in mind, this could be 1, 2, or 3 songs, depends upon how you want to do it. I've seen it where they have the groomsmen come in on one song and all the bridesmaids come in another song, and then the family comes on a separate song. But the key thing here is it's time to have fun. This is what sets the pace for the wedding day. So you really want your music to be popping. The bride and groom entrance. Now, this is the spotlight song. This is the music that's going to make everybody have a great time. This is the time where everyone's about to have a great time, great moment, and this is now the celebration of the bride and groom are now husband and wife, and they're being introduced as the first time as husband and wife coming in. So this is that song that's gonna like bam, here they are, ladies and gentlemen, the stars of the show. You want this song to be slamming, you want the song to be like popping, you want the song to like get down to it type scenario where the bride and groom are ready to have a good time. So this song should reflect that. If you choose a slow song, and there's nothing wrong with it, but keep in mind, this is what sets the pace. So if you come in with something slow, that means things are going to be kind of slow. You come in hype, everything's going to be hype. So keep that in mind when you're selecting the song for the bride and groom coming in. Couple's first dance. Couple's first dance should be a reflection of how the couple wants to dance for that first time. If they want to come in and dance nice and slow, that's fine. If they want to change it up and do a dance step, that's fine too. This is your show. This is your time to show out and have a great time. So if you got a dance routine, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get out there and do a couple of 2 steps. But this is a song that you want to be either nice and slow, or if you want to have a good time or whatever with it, you can do it as well. Cutting of the cake. Cutting of the cake, you really want the song to kind of like blend in, not really overpower what's going on, what's taking place, but something that's easy going, easy listening as you're cutting the cake. And most of the time, something like what was it Maroon 5, Sugar, or Marvin Gaye, How Sweet It Is, or Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Anything that has something with sugar or kind of like something that goes along with the cake cutting situation, you want that to play in the background. Nothing loud, but just something nice and easy listening to kind of like have that theme music to what you're doing. For the toast, there's really not any music for the toasting. It's just something to reflect that this is something that's going to take place during that time frame. The bride and father dance. Now, the bride and father dance and the groom and mother dance, these are dances that are special music for the father and the mother. This is the music you want to select for that special moment to represent your father and your mother. So that song could be something that reflect, kind of like tells a story about them. Again, this is the theme music that kind of like highlights who they are to you. So it could be something nice and slow. It could be something upbeat if y'all want to do an upbeat dance. But this is more of a personal one-on-one for the bride and her father, and the groom and his mother. The bouquet toss. The bouquet toss is something for single ladies. Now, of course, as soon as I say single ladies, what song is out there? Single Ladies by Beyonce. That's a very popular and used almost on so many different weddings, but you can always choose different songs that highlight women, highlight single women, or just like ladies want to have a good time. You can do single opera, girls just want to have fun. Anything that reflects single women is always a great song for this event. The Garter Removal. Sookie now. This is where the garter is removed from the bride. Groom, this is your time to shine. This is where you take your time and you move in nice and slow and remove the garter. You can have fun with it. You can put together a little cartoon skit or whatever you want to do to have a good time and to entertain your guests. This is your time to shine as the groom. The garter toss. Now once you remove it, now it's time to bring in the single gentleman. Again, you want a song that's hype, that represents single gentlemen, and you want them to come out and have a good time. Now, we already know single guys, they ain't trying to get married, but we're going to have a good time. And so you want some music to where it reflects the single guys, and we're going to have a great time at that point in time of throwing the garter toss. The last song for the bride and groom, this is pretty much that last song that seals the deal to say, hey, we're now married, and we're going home. So this could be anything that's nice, slow, easy, baby making music, however way you want to call it, but that's the last song for that bride and groom. Now, after this is all said and done, the dance floor is now open, and we really want to take time out to reflect on your logistics that goes on with the music. If you have a videographer, it's important, and a photographer, it's important that throughout each key event that I just talked about, that they are aware to capture every single moment. The videographer, I'm more concerned about the videographer because the videographer has to capture the sound. So if most videographers, they know how to tap into the sound system. And it's always good to check with the DJ what type of mixer board they're working with, because it makes it easier for the videographer to be able to tap into their system if possible. If not, some videographers have their own microphone systems to where they can capture the sound the way they want to. But again, this is something to where your logistics behind the scenes is to capture what's going on, what's taking place between the videographer and photographer. With that being said, because I know most photographers and videographers are not going to be there the entire night, I, as a DJ, maximize the dance floor for the very first songs. Once that dance floor is open, it's important, it's extremely important that you bring out the crowd and get them dancing. Now, what music gets everybody up and dancing? In most cases, line dancing music. Depends on your crowd, but in most cases, your line dancing music. So what you want to do is probably play 1 or 2 line dancing songs just to get everybody out so that videographer and photographer can capture those moments, those special pictures to highlight people dancing. Again, this is a production. You're entertaining your guests, and this is also a production, especially if you have a videographer and a photographer involved. So you want those special moments to be captured. So it's important. Now, music selection for dancing. You want to play music that is not offensive, but at the same time having a good time. So that music selection could be anything to where people can have a good time. Now, I know there's one website that says the top 100 songs for wedding reception. And I looked at all those songs, and every single one of those songs that's on that list is perfect for most weddings. No music, and what I'll do is I'll probably send that link out so y'all can take a look at it. But the top 100 songs for wedding receptions are popular dance songs from over the years. It go back way back into the 60s all the way up until present time frame. But this is music that is designated for having a good time and everybody dancing, and it doesn't offend anyone. Now, we do have, like I said, every wedding day is different. And if you want to play songs that are kind of like borderline, things like that, that's up to you. But the key focus is just to entertain your guests. With that being said, that's all the information I have at this point, and I'll probably do a follow-up to go into a little bit more detail about some of the things I was talking about earlier. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to y'all later.